guys, and welcome back to my channel. So if you haven't guessed it already or didn't notice in the title, today I will be doing this 1950s Marilyn Monroe inspired makeup look. So I'm doing a Instagram makeup collab with someone, and I figured that this would be a great time to shoot a tutorial. Might as well if I'm gonna put the hours into my makeup today. I decided to just go ahead and film me doing this Marilyn Monroe inspired makeup look. So as always, if you guys enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up down below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already and want to see more makeup looks from me, then please subscribe too. I'm going to take you step by step through my eyes and face and lips, how I created this Marilyn inspired look. So if you like this look and are curious to see how I created it, then please stay tuned and keep watching because it's all coming up right now. My lids are primed and set and my brows are done, and the first thing I'm going to do is start with my first transition color. I'm going to be using this MakeupGeek eyeshadow in Beaches and Cream and my Morphe M505 eye blending brush. And just starting at the crease, I'm going to just begin to build some depth. And I'm just blending this color from inner corner to outer corner all the way along my crease. And now that that shadow is mostly gone from my brush, I'm just going to begin to blend it up towards my eyebrow a little further. So now that Beaches and Cream is nice and blended out, I'm going to go in with my next transition color, which is Creme Brulee, also by MakeupGeek. And I am using that same Morphe M505 eye blending brush. And I'm pretty much going to start off doing the exact same thing. I'm just going to blend this into the crease from inner corner to outer corner, just to darken my crease up and give my eye some more definition. Just going to layer a little more on in the crease, just to darken it up a little more, get a little more pigment. And again, now that most of the pigment is off of my brush, I'm just going to start to blend that Creme Brulee color up into the Beaches and Cream, just to make everything nice and soft and blended. Now that Creme Brulee is nice and blended in, I just want to deepen up that crease a little bit more and cool it off a little bit. So now I'm going to just be going into my Kat Von D Shade+Light Eye Palette. And I am going to be using my Morphe M433 blending brush for this. It's just a little bit more precise because I don't want to take this color up quite as high. And for this, I'm going to be using this cool tone color in the middle of the palette. And for this step, I'm going to be doing pretty much the same thing. I'm just going to try to keep this color a little bit lower in my crease. And same thing for this color. Now that most of the product is off of my brush, I'm going to start to blend it up. I'm not going to blend this color up quite as high because I just want to keep the depth mainly in the crease, but I do want everything to be just nice and smoothly transitioned. Alright, so now that all those transition colors are blended out and married together, I'm going to do a little bit of a brow highlight and also at the same time just kind of smooth things out a little more. And I'm going to go into the lightest color in my Kat Von D Shade+Light palette, and I'm just using an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to sweep this color below my eyebrow and blend everything together while giving myself a nice highlight. And now to give myself just a really nice big white lid and a really defined crease, I'm going to be using this NYX eyeshadow base that I just got. It is in just the color white. Using this with my Morphe G20 flat packing brush. It's got a really nice precise edge and it'll help me get a really nice clean crease with this cream shadow primer. So I'm just going to start to pack this all over my lid first. And now I'm going to start to go in and just really define that crease. So this is my first time using this eyeshadow primer, and it's a little greasier than I'm used to, but I do really like it. But my like cut crease lid got a little bigger than I wanted it to. So just keep that in mind. And I did kind of wing it out a little at the end just to be more of a cut crease since it went so dramatic on me anyways. So now that I'm done with the primer, I need to set that, and I want to keep it really bright and light. So I'm going to go back into my Kat Von D Shade+Light palette and just use this e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to go back into that same light shade that I used for my brow highlight. I'm just going to start to pack that on all over that primer. Okay, so now it's time for liner. I'm going to be using my Almay Hypoallergenic Liquid Liner in black. So now that my liner is done, I'm just going to go put on some false lashes and put on my foundation and concealer, and then I will be right back to finish up the eyes and the face. Okay, so my foundation and concealer are on, lashes are on, and it is time for contouring. Today I'm going to use my Kat Von D Shade+Light Palette to start for contouring, and I'm going to use this cool tone color all the way on the left-hand side, and I'm going to start off using my Morphe M523. I believe it's like a powder brush. I'm just going to suck in my cheeks and then follow my bone structure. And now I'm just going to start to blend up. Now I'm going to take my Benefit Hoola bronzer and this fluffy e.l.f. face brush, and I'm just going to blend it into my contour a little bit and bronze and warm up my skin. And using the same brush and that bronzer, I'm just going to contour my forehead just a tiny bit. And going in again to that Hoola bronzer, this time using this flower eyeshadow brush, I'm going to contour my nose just a little bit. I'm just going to take that brush down the side of my nose to create a shadow, and this will give the effect that my nose is slimmer. Now using my Airspun powder and this e.l.f. contouring brush, I'm just going to apply this loose powder to my contours just to sharpen everything up. And I'm going to do the same thing on the sides of my nose. Okay, now I'm just going to let that all bake while I finish the rest of my face. So now I'm going to go in and finish my eyes. I'm not going to do a ton of shadow or anything really below my eyes because I want to keep it nice and clean and bright just like Marilyn does. But I am going to create just a little bit of a shadow using this just brush I got from the drugstore and a little more of that creme brulee by MakeupGeek. And I'm just going to softly smudge this color out below my eyes just a little bit, just for some balance. Now taking my Morphe B75 flat liner brush and a little of this black shadow in my Kat Von D Shade+Light Palette, I'm just going to tightline my lash line, just the outer half of my lash line, just to add some more dimension there and make my lashes look fuller there. And just taking the brush I used before, I'm just going to soften that line up a little bit. And now I'm just going to coat my bottom lashes in mascara. I'm just going to use this Maybelline Great Lash Mascara. And now using this NYX Jumbo Liner in Milk, I'm just going to tightline my lower waterline just to brighten my eye further. And last for my eyes, I'm just going to do a little inner corner highlight and a little under brow highlight using this Maybelline eyeshadow in the color Vanilla. It's a really pretty like white metallic shade. And just using the applicator that comes with it, I'm just going to pop a little at the corner of my eye right outside my tear duct and a little right below my arch. Okay, so that's it for eyes. So now it's time to finish up the face. And first I'm going to go in with highlight. I'm going to be using my new ColourPop highlighter. It's in the color Stole the Show, and it's like a pretty white highlighter that has flakes of gold, silver, and pink. And for this, I'm using this Duo Fiber e.l.f. stippling brush. I find it works really well for really any highlighter, but especially a cream-based highlighter like this ColourPop one. And I'm just going to apply this softly to my cheekbone and kind of blend it into where my contour and bronzer are. I'm also going to pop a little on the tip of my nose. And because I love a good highlight, and that was a cream-based highlighter, I'm going to go in and set it with this Ben Nye Shimmer Powder in the color Cameo, and it is very similar in tone to the ColourPop Stole the Show. I'm just using that same e.l.f. brush for this and just going right over that other highlight and just setting it and intensifying it a little bit. A lot bit. And a little above my Cupid's bow. And also taking an e.l.f. pencil brush, I'm going to pop a little bit of this on the tip of my nose as well as the bridge of my nose. And for blush, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild Apricot in the Middle blush with my e.l.f. blush brush. And I'm just going to apply this to the apples of my cheeks and kind of marry together my highlight and contour. And I think I've been baking for long enough, so I'm going to go ahead and remove this excess powder just using any fluffy brush. And last, for the face of my Marilyn Monroe inspired look, I definitely want to do a little beauty mark. It's definitely like her signature thing. So I'm just going to use my Anastasia Dipbrow in medium brown and just a little eyeliner brush and pop a little on. All right, so that is it for the face. I'm going to go in and set everything, and today I'm going to be using my MAC Prep and Prime as a setting spray.
I want to shake you up and give your face a good shower.
Ooh, that was a lot. Okay, so I'm going to go fix up my hair and change my clothes, and then I will come back to put my lips on to complete this look and say bye to you guys. So I'll be right back. All right, so I'm all changed, and then I've kind of got my 50s Marilyn inspired hair going on. So it's time for the last step, which is lips. And of course, I'm going to be doing a red lip. I'm going to be using my MAC Lady Danger lipstick, which is this gorgeous orange red. But first, to line my lips, I'm going to be using my MAC lip liner in red. And lipstick. All right, guys, so this look is complete, and I definitely feel like I am channeling my inner Marilyn. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial and liked this look as much as I do. I always have the most fun when I'm doing themed makeups. They're really fun. So yeah, I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.